Hey, this is Monday, November 16th, my regular class. We're going to be going over the quiz. We're reintroducing gambling because gambling is the bomb with children. We're also going to reintroduce the chat challenge where kids are going to get a chance to win points. And I've now figured out how to put our students of the week up on Canvas. You do have posters that I still print and put over to there, but also I have put your embarrassing pictures up on Canvas. So now each time when you guys become student of the week, for 1 week, you have an embarrassing picture up there for everybody to see. And then your actual picture will be way over yonder for everyone to see on that one. Wyatt, that is awful nice of you, but realize that they can't actually see you or hear you because the chat doesn't actually go up on YouTube, nor can they see it. So it's just me saying it. So it's just me making fun of you. And I agree. Mina won, by the way, her student of the week for us this week of all of my regular classes, because one, I went for a kid that got a perfect score on the quiz and had the highest grade on the idiom thing. So Mina, go you. You had the perfect score and the highest grade on the idiom homework combined, which is how you beat out everybody else. So go you. All right, now back to learning. Let's see from there. If you did not pay attention to my remind earlier or your teachers earlier, everybody now has a lunch, not a lunch like you get to eat, but literally you have like a lunch, like the very first one. So you're going to go to a lunch and then you get to go to class from there. Plus your lunch is long. It's like what? The class ends at 11:05 and then your next class starts around noon. So it gives you almost an hour for lunch. It's almost like you guys are business people out there in the real world now, which brings you all kinds of excitement. Yes, Blaze.
On the schedule, it says there's a 10-minute interval between our period 2 class and lunch, and that doesn't make any sense. Like I had finished my lunch in that interval.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I saw that, and there's also a 10 minutes between lunch and going to your next class period. So I was like the same thing. They have like an extra 20 minutes of a passing period built into a time where you're not going anywhere. But I figured you guys aren't going to complain. That's like 2 more games of Among Us you guys can get in. And so I'm sitting during lunch day, you guys got like 6 games in. You're like, this is the best lunch ever. So it brought you lots of happiness from there. So yay, right back to them and Shadow Club, book thing. Those of you who ordered book, I delivered book to you over the weekend. My daughter drove around. I went to a whole bunch of houses. There's all kinds of creepies. I ran to your mailboxes and stuff like that. I even got to ding dong ditch a couple houses because I put that in there. You had to request it. I didn't just do it for the fun of it. But I told kids, if you want me to ding dong ditch your house, I'm more than happy to ding dong ditch your house. And so I had a couple kids who were like, ding dong ditch me. And I'm like, done. And so I had my daughter pull up and I ran up there and threw the book at their door and like ding, 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 ding. And I ran back to the car and we peeled out. Only got caught at one house, technically 2 houses. One was because they came out like right afterwards. And the other one was because the dad was standing outside, like getting into his car. I was like, pay no attention to me. And I like rang his doorbell, threw the book and then just ran away. And he looked at me like I was crazy. And I'm like, I'm not crazy. I'm Mr. Broviak. He's like, I've heard about you. I was like, yeah. And he's like, you're crazy. I was like, shut up, old man. And I just ran. And so that's exactly how you get away. It feels like I nailed that one. Now, thank you. I appreciate it. So with book, you get to keep copy of book of this one. If you don't have copy of book, again, here's how you make copy of book magically appear for you. One, we have copies here at school in the office. If you can find a way to get here during the day, you can get copy of book. Either you or one of your big people can come by and get copy of book. You just have to, yes, I know. Thank you, Wyatt. Way to make me cry. You just have to show up and it's like, hey, I'm here from Mr. Broviak. There's a box of books. It'll say regular class. You have to like have your parents or you sign your name on a piece of paper, and then you get to take book. This is yours. You get to keep it, fold it, love it, rip pages out of it, draw monkeys on them, whatever you want to do. It's yours to love and cherish forever and ever. You are not returning this to me. If you don't get a chance to come in and get book, one, I will have on Canvas right now is the ebook. If you go to Canvas and you go to Thursday and Friday, it'll say Shadow Club ebook, and you can go clicky clicky and it'll download the ebook for you. And you're more than welcome to do it that way too. Or option 3, I will do another round of deliveries this coming weekend. So if you're wanting me to drop off the book and you did not have me do it before, then I'm more than happy to drop it off to you this weekend. In that case, all you have to do is when I send out the remind to you, say, hey, yes, I would like to have it. And then I'm more than happy to bring it to you this weekend. If you already got your book, then I'm not going to deliver it to you because you already have it. So that solves that problem. And though if you write in the book, you can still turn it in for B points as long as you've not torn out pages and shredded it. But if you've just written and drawn on the inside of it, that's fine because I use them in the future when kids forget their books. And so it's better than nothing. So yes, even if you write in it, as long as you don't shred it, you're still welcome to it. Young Blazington, what's up?
So can we just put the book on the doormat and then you can bring it in trade or something? Because I kind of want you to ding dong ditch my house.
When I send out the remind this weekend, if you just want me to ding dong ditch you, you're more than welcome to add that in there because both my daughters came around with me, and there's every chance I'll have my 8th grade daughter volunteer to just run up and ding dong ditch, and it'll make her day also. She'll get and she'll run up there and ding dong ditch and go away. Same thing, Max. When I send out the message this weekend, just put on there, Mr. Broviak, I would like you to ding dong ditch me. As long as I have someone else in your neighborhood, that's probably a dream we can make come true. It'll be like sometime on Sunday afternoon. Plus, y'all are weird and you have issues. This is the dream that you have to have some old man come ding dong ditch you. And you're like, dreams come true. You want to be a doctor? No, I want to have old people ding dong ditch me. And you're like, well, that's a good dream to have, boo. That'll work for me. All right. This thing, the don't be an idiom thing is officially due Tuesday at midnight or tomorrow at midnight, depending on when you're watching this one. If you're watching it live, it's tomorrow. If you're watching it on Tuesday, then it's Tuesday at midnight. And so to go through it again, I'm going to show you example ones of kids who've already turned it in. I'm going to show you some of their example ones to give you an idea of what it is I'm looking for. The big thing is, apparently kids did not realize there's directions on this because a lot of kids have already lost points for this directions thing. They just decided to wing it. Like, I'll just make something up and figure it out. And I'm like, what did you do for the? So on it, make sure that you fill in the entire box. Make sure you color it in so it looks all pretty and beautiful. And then the biggest issue has been complete sentences. Make sure you have complete sentences on it, which means you have to have a subject, which is a noun, and a verb, which is a verb. If you don't have noun and verb, it's going to end up costing you points. So when I grade it, I'm going to, like all the kids who've already turned it in, I'm going to try and grade yours today. So if you see your grade and you're like, what? Why did I get a 6 or a 7 on it? Then you can go in there and look at it and go, complete sentences. Ugh, that sounds like for idiots who follow directions. You're welcome to redo it if you want. If you want to resubmit it and fix it, I'm fine with that. And I will regrade your fixed one. If you're happy, if you get a 6 out of 10 and you're like, flex on the fools, then that's fine with me too. Just trying to give you the option to fix things if you want to. All right. Example ones. Here's a kid who already turned it in. This is one I would consider an A. She followed all the directions for it. Her idiom was, my tongue's in a knot. Literal, my mouth muscle is in a tie. You cannot use tongue. You cannot use knot. So she changed tongue to mouth muscle, changed knot to tie. Perfect. And then she has a picture, although you can't really tell in the picture, but that's a tongue that's supposed to be like tied into a bow or a tie or something like that. 6 out of 10. So in other words, like a D, not a 10 out of 6, which is like extra credit. And then the other one is you can't say a sentence clearly. That would be figurative. That is what we know it to mean. And so you have the same thing that. So this would be an example of an A project because you have a whole thing colored in, filled in the whole picture. Their art is not the greatest. I mean, look at those arms and legs. I'm not sure what's wrong with that small elephant-like child, but I'm still happy with the artwork overall, even if she needs some medicine, because apparently in one picture she's an elephant and the other one she's a giraffe. But we're going to try not to body shame those poor make-believe creatures. Then this was one that I gave an 11 out of 10 on, and you can get extra credit. I can give you get it and you turn it in and you get an 11 out of 10. That's because you went above and beyond and impressed me, either with what you chose or your sentences or your artwork or something like that. For this one, he did, you are a daredevil, which is a perfectly fine idiom. And then for the literal, apparently he had trouble writing that first word because he kept messing it up. But it is, you're a challenged Satan, which is subject, verb, Challenge Satan as opposed to Daredevil. Plus, it made me smile because I thought the Challenge Satan kind of looked like me. And I was like, that guy's adorable. And then on the other side, someone who takes unnecessary risks. And so again, they're jumping from one thing to another. I thought that one was beautiful. Gave that kid an 11 out of 10. So that's what I'm looking for you to do. Or you can do a digital one. And I had kids do digital pictures, and I'm fine with that too. This kid got a 10 out of 10 because they did your nuts, which is an idiom. The literal, you are made out of hard-shelled fruits. I mean, my one complaint is I don't think peanuts are a fruit, but maybe the kid's just special. And then the figurative is you are insane. I think doing it digitally like that, I'm absolutely fine with also. So same idea. If you want to do it digital, more power to you there. Due Tuesday at midnight. If you don't turn it in Tuesday by midnight, the only drawback is you cannot get a perfect score. That means even if you do a beautiful job, you only get a 9 out of 10 on it. I'm assuming no questions on these. You're just staring at me and doing a lot of blinking. I appreciate all of your aggressive blinking. All right, just wanted to make sure. If you have questions, let me know. All right, there. Poetry quiz 2. Now let's get to our fun. Right. Kick my chair backwards. Let's get up and stretch and get ready for this one. All right.
I am going to gamble on this question.
We're not there yet. Down, Tiger. I'm glad to see you're excited to gamble, though. Like, Mr. Broviak, I love illegal activities. On here, I'll show you guys how gambling works and remind you here in just a second as we get into it. If you have not taken quiz, then again, you could be taking it right now as long as you can jump back and forth and have your camera on. And then that way you can still get the 22 out of 30, which gets you to a C. Oh, speaking of which, by the way, again, your grades got better. We have a whole bunch of them on here where you guys did really well on this quiz. So whether you like it or not, you're getting smarter. Sorry to tell you that one. I know a lot of you guys are trying to rebellious and be all dumb and like try to eat paint chips, but I'm sorry, you're actually getting smarter as we go along. Because I guarantee you my questions are not getting easier. So just figured I'd let you know on that one. All right. Blah, 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 blah. All right. So here's how the gambling is going to work. I will pop up things for you here in just a second. We're also going to be doing a thing called Chat Challenge, which I'll also be explaining to you here in just a second too. You can gamble up to 2 times. So you can pick 2 gambles if you want. They don't both have to be like a high and a low. If you want to gamble, you're going to have to type it into chat. You have to both tell me, I am gambling on this one, and then whether you are gambling high or low. And you can just put gamble high, gamble low, so I know what it is you are gambling. But that way it has to be, to make it legally binding, it has to show up in chat. That way I know it's not like you making a mistake. So making it legally gambling, and I'll tell you guys what our numbers are in a moment. Also, we're going to reintroduce Chat Challenge. And so if you look at chat right now, hang on, let me show you guys how Chat Challenge works. We're going to go clicky here. Does it work? No, hang on a second. I got to do this. Here. Apparently it erased everything I had going from last class period. Let's go here. Control. No, not that. What is wrong with you? There we go. When you see me type Chat Challenge into chat, that means you guys have a chance of winning a B point. Like I'll ask a question that connects to something that's on the screen. And if you type it in before I do Chat Challenge, then you get no points. It'll be whatever kid puts in the correct answer after I put in Chat Challenge. So we'll have like our first Chat Challenge coming up in just a moment, and we'll show you guys an idea of how it works. All right? All right. Let's begin our learning. I'm excited also. On this one, I gave you a haiku that says, the little puppies rolling around in the mud, and then you had to figure out the third option or the third line. So this one, I'm going to have you guys again, show me in the little symbols on there, thumbs uppy, clappy hands, heart bubble, crying face. Which one is it? So you guys get a chance to vote. Which one of those is the correct? Oh, look at you guys already voting. And or you can also type in your answer. You do 1, 2, 3, and 4, which I also had kids do from there too. Oh, look at you guys. And I would agree. It should be living Tootsie Rolls. Living Tootsie Rolls. Nicely done. So hopefully that helps you guys from there. The living Tootsie Rolls. Let's go with, all right. Here's my chat challenge. Ready? I have a question, which we're going to throw out to everyone. You can't answer until And do not type in an answer until you see it pop up into the chat. On there, if you see the one that is the heart bubble, my question is, why did the heart bubble one not work? Why did the heart bubble one not work? My first kid with the correct answer who can win chat challenge. Do you know why heart bubble did not work? No. And ooh, hang on, that might. It does. Who was my first kid? That was, hang on, Blaze is my first kid to win chat challenge. Nicely done, Blaze. That earns you a B point. The bad news is, Blaze, you cannot win chat challenge again. You can still play and flex on the other kids. You just can't win another point. So you can keep being first and then just keep flexing on them. But then I'll just have to go to like the second place one. So nicely done. The correct answer being is it's off topic, not about the same topic, not about the dogs, something like that. Well done. All right, I think I did this correctly. Hang on. No, I did not. There we go. So here are the two numbers you're aiming for. We had one question that came in at 28%, and we had one that came in at 98%. So your goal is to find the 28 and the 98, one that almost everyone got wrong and one that almost everybody got right. And if you're wanting to gamble, you have to let me know. All right, do we have anyone wanting to gamble on this one? If so, you're saying this is the highest or the lowest? Let's see. And Owen, yes, you may. All right, so I see no one coming in on this one then. Then let's go with, are we above or below 80 on this one then? Are we feeling strong? Or you can go right in the middle for those of you who said we're right at 80, give or take. And answer is 72. This was one of our hard ones, which I thought was weird. So I thought you guys would know haiku. So apparently I'm probably going to throw another haiku into our next quiz, because ones that we score low on, I bring back later. So yeah, surprise me on that one too. All right, let's go to, here we go. From Living Tenderly, which of these lines is the worst example of a simile or metaphor to prove that the turtle is not a crab? Meaning one of these would work as both a turtle and a crab. So which one of these works for both a turtle and a crab? And, all right, I have one vote in, 2 vote, 3, 4, and ooh, it's raining votes in here. By the way, you're spoiling me, because I'll be honest. Now, I just want to make heart bubble always the correct answer, because it looks like you all love me, because all of a sudden my screen just fills with all these little heart bubbles. It's like, doo, 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 doo. I'm like, they love me. And it just makes me feel all special on the inside. Whereas like, if it's like sad face, I think that's going to hurt me. If all of a sudden I'm talking, it's like a rain of sad faces popping up. I think that's going to hurt me in my soul. But good job. My body a rounded stone. Do I have anybody wanting to gamble on this one for either the highest or the lowest? And just want to make sure. Okay, then are we above or below 80? Checking my and ooh, and correct answer is going to be 53%. This was the lowest one that we had. Can you believe that? I was also shocked. This was the 50% one.
Did you think one of them had 28?
Oh yeah, I apologize. Jeriel, I'm going to give you a point because I was wrong and you proved me wrong. Jeriel, you're correct. I apologize. This was not the lowest. I was thinking, I thought 53 should be the lowest, but it was not the lowest. So anyway, good job, Jeriel. So you gained a point, proving me wrong. Enjoy it. It'll never happen again. I'm lying. I've been wrong like 13 times today. I've not been on a good streak. All right, let's go to this one then. Which of these similes is one that could have been in the poem Living Tenderly? So which one of these could have been in Living Tenderly? So going on the voting things there. And now I'm really hoping you guys don't do a heart bubble, because, I mean, even though it means you love me, it's kind of really far off. And so there. Yes, Ethan, I saw you. You're good to go. Well, you're fine. I was wondering if you would. All right, and then to there. Uh-oh, we have not a whole lot. Apparently, you guys don't know this one. Uh-oh, that's not good. And we're going to go with, I don't think anyone gave me the right. Oh, there's my brave children coming in. Lily, I'm going to give it to you because you were the first person. Now, you don't get anything for it besides bragging rights, but you were the first one I saw throw the X. Oh, I see the others of you doing it now. She was just the first brave one. Lily was
No,
the
I
first
was the
one.
first
I
one.
didn't
I was.
see
I
her. She
swear I
wasn't
was
on
the
my
first one.
screen. I did this.
I
I
hear
put
all
it in
you
the
talking.
chat.
I'm
put
just
it in the
telling you
chat.
right there. One, two. But it's number 5. 4 is the wrong answer. I mean, I guess technically, I guess you did that one because the heart's on there. So that's why I made it confusing there too. Hey, stop trying to steal Lily's win on that one. Lily, you go ahead and flex on them. They're just angry and bitter right now. All those other kids. And it's still not all of the above. That's not even an option on there. Do I have anyone wanting to vote on this one? Is this going to be our highest or our lowest? It's like 28% or no. Apparently you got, all right. I'm going to be interested to see what happens. All right.
I'm doing as the lowest.
Oh, hang on. Are you vote so? Alan, are you voting that this is the lowest one? And Blaze, you are voting
Yes.
this is the lowest.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to make sure. All right, so, and then
Because
Alan,
we didn't know.
down. All right, sorry, Jerry, what'd you say?
We pea brain. We didn't. My thing is lagging a bit. I've accidentally muted myself.
Gotcha. I was like, I didn't even mute you. You muted yourself. All right. So then they're both voting that this is the lowest. Then let's do our voting thing. Are you guys saying above or below 80? Wow. Uh-oh. We have interesting. And our answer is 83%. So we definitely were not the lowest on this, which was above the 80%, which means it cost each of you. So Blaze, you spent 1 point. Alan, you spent 1 point. There. That's all right. I mean, Blaze, you gained a point, you lost a point, you broke even so far. So you worked out. Not the end of the world. All right. Let's go to this one. From the poem Injust, for the balloon man, we refer to him as being goat-footed. The whole thing about him making music when the Greek mythology, the half man, half goat guy that was out there, and he did the whole fluty thing, and people would come out to him. So good imitating of the fluting. I don't know what this thing is. That's like a thing. Well, which of those answers is
That
going
was
to
the
best?
zombie when he like gets control.
Now I'm with you. All right. So which one of those is going to be our best connection for why we connect this to the goat? Oh, looks like you guys got this one. And let me show you. Oh, hey, now's your time to go. Lily's not there. So you can beat oh, never mind. Lily's back. I thought you were going to try and steal the answer from Lily. And correct answer would be his music is too much for the children to resist. Uh-oh. Looks like we have voters coming in on this one again. Oh, by the way, did you just try to use a spray bottle on me, Lily? I don't think you understand how computers work. Anyway, by the way, it's also kind of weird because now I know where some of your houses are. Like I now know where Lily lives because I had to drop off one at her house and like to go right by the front of your house. And so anyway, try not to be creepy. So Ethan, you're voting for this one as the highest one. All right, so Ethan, voting for this one as the highest. And then Blaze, are you using your second vote already? And you're saying this is the highest one? Making sure? All right, so Blaze, you're now out of voting, just so you are aware. And no one else is voting, correct? I have Blaze and Ethan.
I am.
You have to put it into chat to make it official. It's not written down. That's what makes it legally binding. And it looks like, all right. So Jerry L, you have to actually say vote high or vote low. That way you can't come back and say, Mr. Broviak, you didn't hear what I was saying. All right. Works for me. All right. So you're saying this is the spelling is hard. All right. So are you guys going for above or below the 80? And wow. Uh-oh, that is not looking good for those of you guys who are saying that this was the highest one. All right. So hang on. And so Jerry, I'll have this one down. Hang on. Jerry, you said this was the highest. And Ethan said highest, and Moody or Blaze said highest. And the answer is this was the lowest one at 28%. This is the one that almost every
knew
kid.
it. I was about to type it in chat. That was gonna vote lowest.
No. Mercy. Oh.
How is this even possible? It's so easy. You guys, it's so easy.
Same thing. So many kids missed this question. I was just as confused. I was
Not
like,
me.
what? How? Yeah, this was the one at 20. And I'll show it to you at the end. I'll go through there and show you guys the questions. And it'll show you how the numbers broke down. So I'll show you the official numbers for this one too. crazy.
You pretty much told us it in class.
But that requires kids to pay attention to me.
Oh,
I
yeah, I
know.
guess.
I felt the same way. I'm like, I literally like covered it. I showed you a picture. I acted it out and danced. I did zombie stuff. And kids still were like, Mr. Broviak, I can't pay attention to you. You're old and boring. And I'm like, no, children, no. Anyway, so now the good news is you're only voting for the highest one. You're no longer trying to find the lowest one. We got the lowest one out of the way. Oh, Kate, don't be scared. You got to be brave, Kate. You got to tackle those. Silly Kate, you had your chance to go for it too. All right, let's go with which of these would be the strongest literal definition of Bobby tossed his cookies? So which one of those is the literal definition? And I see voting, 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 and agreed. He threw his baked goods. The literal one is where you take it word for word, which means you can't use tossed, so I did threw, and you can't use cookies, so I did baked goods. So threw his baked goods. Ethan, you can. You still have one more gamble coming in. If you get two, you've only used one of them so far. Ooh, Ethan coming in, voting for the high on this one. I like it. That's how you follow it up and go for the win. Do I have anyone else gambling on this one, making it official, saying this is the highest one? And no one else? Making sure. All right. All right, Ethan, let's see if you're the winner on this one. And let's go with, are we above or below 80? Wait, hang on. Owen, does that mean you're gambling, Owen? I need more than just saying you think it is. All right. So Owen is gambling, saying this is the highest. All right. And uh-oh. If you're looking at their hands, that is not a good sign. Everyone's putting their thumbs in the middle. And 60%. This was almost our toughest one. Oh my God. That was crazy. So that was Owen.
Actually, not even
Ethan.
close.
Not even, I mean, yeah. So that was Ethan. You are now out of gambles. Owen, you still have a gamble left. Whew, what fun stuff already. Ooh, all right. We're going to introduce a chat challenge in a second. This is a chat challenge round. So this goes to Birdfoot's grandpa. So he's going to require you to see the poem. So what I'm going to do is you cannot type the answer in until you see the words chat challenge appear on the screen. When you see the words chat challenge appear on the screen, it is going to be the first kid that types in the correct answer. So a question being the 7-letter rhyme scheme of the first stanza of Birdfoot's grandpa. So look at the first, go to Birdfoot's grandpa, first stanza. What is going to be the rhyme scheme of that one? Chat. Ooh, look at that. Who do we have? And A, B, C. I gotta scroll. There we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Looks like
anything. How are we supposed to see the?
I flex in.
it's in. If you look in the chat, it should pop up for me. There's a thing that said chat challenge. Delaney, unfortunately, you put your answer in before I put in chat challenge, so you disqualified yourself. Owen, you won chat challenge, so you got your point. Go you. You can still play in the future, but you cannot win again. You only get one chance to win chat challenge, and you have officially won. You are on the board. That was a poem that had no rhyme at all, so your answer was A, B, C, D, E, F, G. All right. Anyone want to vote as this one as the highest one? And,
I will.
ooh,
I'm going to vote. This is the highest.
Yes, you
Excited.
should. I mean, like everybody had the same answer in the comments.
all right. So this is, oh, Antoinette, you're also, hang on, Max. You got to put it into chat also. Make it legally binding like Antoinette did. Antoinette, good job following directions. If only we could get that Max kid to do. All right, vote highest. Owen is just taunting children. I'm fine with that too. All right, so I have just Max. Oh, Tamara just jumped in. All right, Tamara, I have you down on the highest also. So no one else, making sure. And ooh, Owen waiting to the last second, coming in. Owen saying it's the highest. All right. Wait, Snyder. I missed you, Snyder. All right, so to make sure, you guys are all starting to jump on. Now you got to really hope they're correct. If not, it takes a whole, Kate's finally brave. I wish you luck, Kate. May your bravery pay off. All right, and Alan, oh, Alan, that was your second one.
Okay.
And Lily's now in. So I got, and then to there. All right, so double checking, I have Kate, Antoinette, Lily, Tamara, Alan, Max, PJ, Owen, and Ellie all saying it. All right. And Jeriel with his second one. All right, now I'm closing it. And it is now closed. Are you guys saying above or below 80? I think I know what the answer is with that many people voting. And ready? 83%. It was barely over the 80 mark. I know. Can you imagine? Crazy. Oh.
Wait, did it
day.
count if it were
Did that-
lowercase or uppercase? Did that matter?
Did not matter at all. It
guys-
accepted both of them.
You guys,
Y'all are very, very, very not smart.
since I got
And-
both of them wrong, I'm gonna make sure nobody else gets B points from it.
And I'm not sure that's how it works. Holy cow, though, that was great. I'm so glad you guys all decided to follow each other. That brought me so much happiness. I appreciate you giving me that gift. Oh, that was the greatest thing ever. Now I got to shake you guys off there. And so that one. Who would have thought we could make gambling so much fun? All right, and then to there. I feel the same way. All right, let's continue this fun game. All right, let's play again. Oh, we're going to do another chat challenge in just a second. All right. The kitten's claws were daggers as they raked into my tender skin. Remember, do not submit your answer until chat challenge gets popped up onto chat. So here is, let's see, hang on, clicky there, clicky here. Let's go to there. All right. We'll go for why are those two things being compared? Ooh, let's see. It rained in some fast answers on that one. You guys were ready. Let's go with, who do we have? And Finley was the first one to pop up for me. So Finley took that one.
Technically,
By the
I was
way,
the first one, but I already got my B points.
let's see, make sure on that one. For me, she beat you by one. So
Yeah,
by the way,
she beat
your answers,
you.
yours are not always going to be the same because it goes off of a delay. So usually your own answer will be faster on yours than it is for me. Like for me, it came up with Finley, Blaze, Delaney, PJ, and then Mina. So like that was the order I went through on that one. So it just sort of depends. All right, and then there. Holy cow! Wow, nice basketball reference on that one. So the correct answer being now. I took sharp, I took point, I took painful. Actually, I think I took pointy, not point. It should be pointy I took. But anyway, back to here. Anyone gambling on this one after that last run that knocked out a whole bunch of gamblers? This is why I give you guys two. Ooh, can I entice anybody in? Ooh, we got Antoinette coming in. All right, and then to there. Oh, what a fun game. You guys led it last time too. All right, and then to there. All right, let's go with, that was Antoinette. Bravely coming in again. Max coming in again. And Mina, that's good. But you have to tell me what your gamble is. Are you voting? So, because I guess all we have is high left, don't we? All right. So that means Mina is going for the gamble. And hang on. There you are. Mina for her first gamble. And Lathe coming in at the gamble. And Finley. Wow. Finley's trying to double down on that one. Take the chat challenge and go for it. And Mina, I already got you. No, I mean, Owen, in your own mind, you can just get a chance to brag. Catlin coming in with his first gamble. And no, I already did. Jermaine. Uh-oh. Excuse me. I agree. Oh my God. And Ellie with her second gamble. Maybe this is the one that gets you. And I'm making sure not missing anyone. Jermaine, I got Lily with her second gamble. And if this is not the correct one, then that means a lot of you guys are going to be out of your gambles. All right. Do you remember what the number is we're aiming for? What is the number we need to get?
98.
Making sure. So when something pops up in a second, we're going for 98. Uh-oh. I think I saw Antoinette's face on that one. Look like you were giving me a mood, Antoinette. And the answer is 85. It wasn't even in the 90s. Not
Yes!
even in the 90s.
Dude, yeah. What? How is that possible?
Ha! Nobody's gonna get 3 B points on
I
my
know.
watch.
I mean,
Nobody.
again, when we get done, I will go through and show you the quiz where it has all the answers. It doesn't show you names, but it'll show you like how many kids actually did it. So you can show you I'm not cheating, and it'll give you all of those things. So this time I will verify at the end to show you that I am not just making up these numbers. Your classmates really are that dumb. Those are the answers they put in there. That's not me making up stuff. So good T plus, it makes you feel a little bit better. Now, when you screw something up, you're going to go, I'm not the only one that screws things up. Look, all of those other kids screwed things up too. Plus, there's also this part you have to realize. This is for all of my classes. You guys are just thinking 6th period kids who pay attention. Realize this is also covering those 1st period kids, those 5th period kids, and those 7th period kids. So don't
Everyone
forget
watching this, if you're
too.
in those classes,
Oh,
man,
wait.
and you
Is
got
that
that
recording?
wrong, I'm mad. I'm mad.
We're not
Yeah,
throwing
screw
shade.
you other periods.
I love
Yeah.
my 1st, 5th, and
Way
7th kids also.
to go.
I'm just throwing shade at them. All right, let's go to question number 8. Oh, by the way, to make things even worse, here's
Bro,
a fun
it's
thing.
this one.
Ready? We have 2 questions that are at 95%. So there's 2 of them you're going to get really mad at because there's 2 of them at 95 and 1 of them at 98. We've not hit any of those yet. So just to let you guys know, for those of you who are still gambling. All right, back to here. Fine, Delaney. I'll start reading the actual question. You seem to be
Those of you
alert.
planning to gamble, think again. You got it.
That's right. And someday we're going to get a kid get it right. They're unique. They are unique. I would agree, Kate. Good job. So here, from I'm Nobody, which of these answers would work the best as the speaker in the poem? So which one of these is the speaker in the poem? And so there, yes. Give me my favorite answer. Everybody follow along with everybody else. It's raining heart bubbles. I feel the same way. And this is where I feel bad on the video. You guys watching the video can't see the fact there's just heart bubbles flying at me. It's like Valentine's Day up in here. And the correct answer is shy, quiet nerd at school. So I would agree it should not be the other ones. Do we have anyone left who is still bravely wanting to gamble this time, or are you all broken?
Dude,
Okay.
I wish I could. It's probably this one. I guarantee it.
I'll
I mean,
gamble that at least one person is gonna gamble that is the highest. Can I do that
If it
for
helps,
5 B points?
Max is guaranteeing this is the right answer, and Max has not been right yet. I don't know why you wouldn't go
Hey,
with
we
him.
don't talk about that. We don't talk about that, okay? Everyone else
Max-
thought that. Everyone else. It was not just me. It was not just me.
Max is great at picking football teams, not great at picking who
Are you
got
sure
questions
straight
correct.
out football teams? Are you
I
really
mean,
sure about
the Steelers
that?
are doing well. As much as I throw shade at them, they are winning a lot.
Yeah,
right
they're
now.
9-0.
Yeah, they smashed the
Best-
Bengals yesterday.
Best
Yeah.
in the league.
Anyway,
You
so
can't
I'm
compete.
assuming no one is gambling here. We're gamble free. And okay, are we above or below 90 then? Does that break? Ooh, you guys feel strong on that one. Ooh, right. I'm sorry, not 90, 80. Not 90. I'm at 80. And still, yeah, this was the 95% one. This is the one I was trying to get one of you guys to go for, because at 95%, that means only 3 kids did not pick that answer. Whew. Let's try this one then. From I'm Nobody. Which of these themes is the best thing that it would be about? Which of these themes is the best thing that it is trying to teach us, or the best theme it is supposed to be about? All right, we have them coming in, and looks like correct answers. All right, either you guys all know the answer or you're cheating off each other. And with gambling earlier, we saw cheating off each other always is the best choice. But you're correct. Trying to stay popular can be tiring and unhappy. Anyone bravely voting on this one? And no brave voting here.
Can I do it?
Don't vote.
All right. Then are we above or below our 80 on this one? Ooh, right at 80. Right at 80. That just goes to show you, apparently, 95 also. This was the other one that almost every kid got correct. I know. I did the same thing. I was like, really? This question? But every kid was like, got it. And they just nailed it, that one. I know. I was really hoping I was going to get you guys to gamble on it. All right. Let's go to this one then. Ready? Question 10. What do we discover about the speaker in the first stanza of I'm Nobody? So which of these is the thing we discovered about the speaker in that poem? Wow, I did not realize how many.
Wait, did Jeriel gamble?
He is out of gambles. He can't. He is
Oh
already
no,
used all
unlucky
of them.
him. He's got to have
I
the
know.
least B points of any person in this in school.
So that brings us to
I misclicked.
correct answer being heart bubble. They think they are unpopular. All right, let's ask it again. Is anyone gambling on this one? No. Bravery. I thought we were the
This is the
try.
last tie one, and almost everybody got it. So it most
know.
likely did, because this is gonna be the last tie one. So it must be
Could
it.
be. Right? Jerry L says it must be it. Can we get anyone to gamble? No.
But then I don't.
No.
think
All right.
anybody thought-
Then are we above or below 80 if no one else is going for the gamble? And below, right at. All right. So hang on. Can you guys do this? You guys have a hand in front of you? Can you turn your hand like this? And can you put your hand on your forehead when you look at it and go 90%? This was definitely a high one on this one at 90. And you guys were saying that we were going to be below 80. That's right. This is one you guys did really well on. Why are you shaking your head back and forth? I thought we had. All right. I thought I could get someone.
Because I didn't say you was under 80.
All right. I'll give you that one then. Again, you guys did really well on the I'm Nobody poem. I was impressed on that one. Ooh, here we go. Ready? This is going to be a chat challenge one again. Let's activate chat challenge. Oh, yeah. Now that you guys can see my beard, look, it is like a scraggly raccoon on there. In the wintertime, my scraggly beard is like a giant hibernating raccoon trying to hide on my face. So again, don't hit submit until it pops up. You're going to give me my answer of my two things. Spelling does count. If you spell it wrong, then you do not win chat challenge. And chat challenge activated. Let's see what's coming in. And let's see. Don't get too excited. You might not be first on my screen. Hang on. Let's go with who was in first on my screen. Sorry, so many of you guys typed in. And for me, it was Mina was the first one. And let's see. And she spelled it correctly.
No.
Mina
On my
first.
iPad, I'm the first one. On my iPad, I'm the first one.
So for me, it goes Mina,
I'm on.
Delaney, Max, Ellie, Kate, PJ. So it gives you an idea
What?
of the order. I'm telling you.
It literally says chat challenge right below. It's me and then me
Yes.
and then Delaney. It's me.
I told you.
I won, bro.
I learned that earlier, that when you guys submit it, for you guys, it's all in how quickly it gets to me. I can't control it. Don't you sat anyway? Back to here. Aside from kids being angry at me, beard and raccoon were the two answers. All right. Do we have anyone gambling on this one? And that's a snowman. That's not a gamble. That's a snowman. All right. And then it looked like, all right. Then are we above or below 80? And we are, you guys have you guys have faith in people being able to spell it correctly.
This is going to be.
And you should, because 98%. This was
I
the
called
question.
it, bro. I called it.
Let's go. No B points for anyone today. Huh?
So on that one, I could not believe the one that you guys had to type in answers and spell a thing correctly was the one that almost everybody got correct. I was like, really? So I felt the same way. So the bad news is gambling is now closed. We still have another chat challenge coming up, but we've now gone through all of our gamble answers. Wow, that is a lot of rage you are showing just because you lost at gambling. Don't worry, we'll have more gambling in the future. Why are you mad at me? I'm not the one that answered these questions.
You guys, I'm loving this. I am loving this so much.
All right, chat challenge again. So another chat challenge round. You guys get a chance to yell at me. Here we have. What two nouns are being compared in the metaphor of line 14 of that poem? Line 14 said, crushing the delicate flowers that are children's souls. Again, make sure you spell it correctly. Make sure you wait until the chat challenge pops up. And then our answer for this one is going to be, let's see, response is, wow, so many quick answers. Hang on. Let's see, I got to find it. Scrolly. And it looks like souls and flowers.
Antoinette won.
Antoinette was my first one. She was the first on my screen too. So Antoinette makes up for her previous double losses and makes up one of her points. Well done, Antoinette. All right. Wait, let me go through there real quick. So it was Antoinette and then Alan. Kate, man, Kate, you're placing in the top three like every time. Let's see, after. So Kate, and then Finley, and then Blaze, and then a whole bunch of people after that. All right, and then to there. And hang on. Jeriel, we're going to have to boot you out again because of improper chat. And Jeriel's gone. All right, and then to there. All right, back to here. Let's go with.
Why did it say Carabelle or whatever? Carabellos.
Don't know.
Why does it say that?
That's Biscuit. That's Dario.
That's
Why?
Biscuit. No, that's his last name. All right, and then to here. And are we looking at above or below our 80 on that one? Uh-oh, hang on. Delaney accidentally left. Didn't mean to kick Delaney out. All right, and then to there, you guys are saying above. Let's go with 97. How is it you guys keep getting the really hard questions? Seriously, the first quiz, you guys would have bombed that question. And here we're at 97%. Don't tell me you're not getting smarter. That's evidence of you guys getting smarter right there. 97. Ugh. All right, let's go to this one then. And we have the best example of alliteration that was actually in the Evil Teacher poem.
This
So on
is
there.
this is all we've been doing for the whole time.
I know.
Mr.
it's learning.
BroviCast, the Xbox One really hit home to me.
I
The
know.
Die Xbox.
A little painful on that one. I felt the same way. And you're correct. This is not heart bubbles. This should be thumbs upping on this one because you have that big, burning, bright button box. So I was trying to repeat that one. Plus, it's also kind of just fun to pick on people who play Xbox because someday they'll just accept the PS4.
What do you play? You play PS4?
I do.
I have an
Uh,
Xbox.
honestly,
Oh,
I no
PS4
longer use
sucks,
it.
bro.
So you
PS4
played the
sucks.
game?
PS4 is garbage.
Out, angry children.
Dude,
Both of them are
They created.
good.
Dude,
they
PS5
have
literally looks like
they-
a Wi-Fi thing.
They
bro.
released the newest Xbox.
Bro, it looks like a whole Wi-Fi router. Why do you play that?
There we go. There, had to mute you guys on that one. Goodness gracious, did not mean to make you guys get all angry on that one. Yeesh. So yes, it's okay. Speak up now if you like Xbox better than PlayStation. See, no one's answering. Obviously, that means PlayStation is the best. There's your evidence. There's no way to fight it. What? I didn't let you unmute yourselves. Weird. Must have been a coincidence. No one saw that coming whatsoever. Let's go ahead and 86. Let's go to. Back to chat challenge. All right, ready for chat challenge on this one? All right, hang on a second. Let's get ready. So do not type anything in until we get ready to put it in there. There. So on this one, the rhyme scheme for the first 5 lines of Evil Teacher. The words evil teacher, by the way, are not the first line. That is the title of it. Because I had multiple kids who tried to make the words evil teacher the first line. That is not the first line. All right, ready? Figure out your rhyme scheme and chat challenge. And what do we have? Coming in. Uh-oh. I think we already have, these people are already winners in the past. They might have to go for 3rd place. It's hardest. There we go. And should be, let's see, we have A.
I was
and then
so
B,
close.
I got the
D,
first wrong answer. I got
A,
the first
B,
answer.
C, A, D. So A,
It was
B,
right
C,
behind
A,
Antoinette.
Antoinette, but you've already won. Blaze, wrong answer. A, B, C, A, D. Max, You are my first one with the correct answer and has not already won.
Let's go.
Wait a minute. Hold up. So the Xbox and PlayStation made a new.
Nope, we're not going back to Xbox and PlayStation. We're moving on from that one, but a good try. That's why I had to mute everybody. And then on that one, you are correct. A, B, C, A, D. Are we above or below our 80 mark on that one? And uh-oh. Let's see how close you guys get. 97% again. So apparently rhyme scheme, again, for some reason, haiku was our struggle one. So I'll have to add haiku, but apparently rhyme scheme and similes and metaphors, you guys have now mastered. So I can remove those from our future ones. So go you guys. All right, I think this is our last question. Last question we have. What two nouns are being compared in that last line where it says a K begins my name and I'm mean as a weasel? So go ahead and throw it into it. We have, Aaron, and then, ooh, yeah, I mean, if you want to go for X, it's not one of the options on there. You have to throw an X with your hands because that's how, I remember how Lily won last time and you guys all started to try to attack Lily even though she beat you. All right, even though Lily's doing an adorable tiny X. All right, that would work. And correct answer is going to be the speaker and a weasel, because that line says, and I'm as mean as a weasel, comparing I to weasel, which means comparing I being the speaker. So you're comparing speaker to a weasel, comparing speaker to weasel on that one. So go you guys there. Then,
My name back.
what is our percentage on this one? Are we above or below our 80? And let's go with 53%. So apparently we're still that was almost haiku low. So apparently this was still our struggle. Now I'm going to share with you the actual quiz thing. So hang on, let me show you this. I'm gonna figure out how to do this. Stop this sharing. All right, go to this, stop this thing. And let me show you our class. Poetry quiz 2, is this us? And 2. And section filter, let's go to period 6. I'm going to show you how you guys did on this one. All right. Share screen. And all right, hang on. I have to make this get tiny. Come here, tiny. Whoop. All right. So this is now just showing you our class period, period 6, and that is it. So as we go through, you guys actually did pretty well on the Tootsie Roll question. So almost all of you guys answered that one correctly at 75%, which was way better than my other classes. We're at like 50%. Then the Rotted Stone, you guys were at 70%. Small Green Submarine, you guys did pretty well at 80%. Look at, so this one, the one that everyone did horribly on that you guys were trash talking, we only had 6 of you answer this one correctly. 6 of you. 10 of you in this class said he is weird, strange, and different. So all of you who kept saying it was easy, what, 14 of you in this class didn't even put that down as the answer. Goodness gracious. Yeah. Let's see. The Toss's Cookies was at 65%. This one, you guys were at 90%. So you only had 2 kids miss that one, the rhyme scheme. And ooh, you guys did the one about the daggers. It was a little bit rougher for you guys. 95% on that one. So go you guys. You guys did a 100% on this one. Every single kid in the class got this question correct. So go you guys on the one about the trying to teach us about life. And 95%, only 1 kid missed this one. So again, the fact that you guys scored that high on that one, go you guys. You had another 100%. So on that one, the one we all did that really well on, you guys did not miss it at all. So every single kid in this class got that one correct. And a 90% on that one. Oh, 95%. Only 1 kid had something wrong. And on this one, a 90% too. How about that last question? No, that one you guys did 65% on that rhyme scheme one. That one we struggled a bit more. And the last question, the speaker and a weasel, was a bit more of a struggle. We were at 60% there. So it gives you an idea of where we were. All right, Back to here. And actually, honestly, Kate, I am too. You guys did really well overall on that one. So go you guys. Well, it wasn't the same kid every time. It wasn't like one kid got them all wrong. As I go, I'm not going to show you because it pops up with the names, but it was like a different kid would get them wrong each time. I don't think it was the same kid every time. Hopefully not. That's a really big struggle. All right, here's the last thing I have for you. Is, come back. Computer, don't annoy me. Nobody loves you, computer. You're not like my students who are somewhat normal. All right, and into there. My last thing I have for you is to remind you about the idiom thing, that you guys can get this turned in. Turn in the idiom thing. There is a spot on Canvas to turn it in. If you go over to assignments, there's a thing that says Canvas submissions, and it's for the whole idiom thing, and that is where you turn it in. I will spend this afternoon grading the ones that have already been turned in. So if you are wanting to fix yours and resubmit it, you may. So give me like until, I don't know, 4:30 or so to get a chance to go through and grade them. And then you can check Canvas to see what your grade was if you already did it. And then if you want to fix it or change it, you may, and I am fine with that. I am changing our schedule a bit this week. We're going to take a look at an Annabelle Lee poem, Edgar Allan Poe poem on Wednesday, which is going to be, it's one of our last poems. It deals with death and creepiness. So imagine a poem version of me showing up on your doorstep in the middle of the night and just creepily petting your door. This is the poem version of something like that. That is the overall mood and opinion you're going to have. And then we're going to push back my other two poems until Thursday. So we're not going to start Shadow Club probably until next Monday.
So it's just a regular poem you?
Yes, something like that. So we won't get to this, I think, until next Monday. So we're going to do a couple more poems. I'm still learning time-wise. It takes me longer to get through things.
It is next month.
Because I babble longer, and so I have more babble issues. And I know it doesn't sound like me. You're like, Mr. Broviak, babbling? Is this like a new thing you're doing? No, I appreciate you guys saying such incredibly nice, kind things about me. But no, I tend to babble quite a bit. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end because apparently I've been babbling a long time already. We'll stop here. Get your homework turned in. See you guys on Wednesday.
Dude,
for
I
Creepy
love
Poem.
this class. This is my favorite class. This is my favorite day of the day.
Agree.
I love
Me
this day.
too.
This is my favorite day of class.
Toodaloo.
Thank you, Mr.
Class too.
Broviak. Thank you
Enjoy.
so much. Thank you. I can't thank
See
you
you guys
enough.
later.
Thank you.